All right.
What's up, everybody? I'm Tommy, joined with one of my best friends, Jamie. It's the Nerd
You,
Table. We're 26 episodes in, you know by now.
yeah, you already know.
We talk about the nerdy shit, the normal shit, whatever
Yep.
shit we feel like talking about.
hmm And everything in between.
Yeah. And I think today's going to be fun because I got some rants, we got some hype, we got some more hype, and some
Hell yeah.
alleged hype.
Uh, who's the alleged hype?
Oh, you'll see.
Okay. All right.
Well, no, you know. It was in what I texted you about the plans.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So Jamie, what have you been up to, bro?
Nothing much. I've been on my WoW grind. I got my first level 80, and now I'm working on my second level 80.
Nice, 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 nice.
Other than that, I haven't really been doing anything. I know tomorrow, and whenever this comes out, it'll be Thursday. I have a physical that I have to go to, so that's gonna be fun.
They're gonna tell you you're falling apart.
Good, I know. You can't tell me something I already know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me think. What else? Man, I haven't really been doing anything since the last time. Oh, I saw Den of Thieves 2, by the way.
How was that?
Fucking great.
Was it?
Listen, I will tell you this. I've seen the first one, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
but if you've never seen the first one, it actually works as a standalone movie.
Oh, okay.
So there's stuff that references things from the first one,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't. You should see the first one because the first one's really good. And this one is really good.
Yeah.
So trust and believe. The only thing I'm gonna say is yes, there will be a third one. That's all I'm gonna
Okay.
say.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Is Ice Cube Jr. still a good actor?
he's getting better.
He's getting better.
Yeah,
I mean,
although
he wasn't bad playing his daddy.
that's true. Yeah. Although I think this movie was shot like way long time. Maybe not way long time ago, but
Might have
he.
been
I
like
think
pandemic postponed type of thing.
no. Probably like last year or something like that.
Oh
Because
yeah.
he's lost a bunch of weight. Because he seems really big in this. And the only reason why I say this, and the only
He's
reason
big.
why I'm making a comment on that, because like, yeah, glass house shouldn't throw stones. Blase, blase. I saw him on Raw like 2 weeks ago, and he was, considerably thinner. You
Okay.
know,
Good for him.
so yeah, so that's why I'm just saying it's a shock. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But I think he might have just put on the weight because his character was big from the first one. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? So I
Yeah.
think he just wanted to keep the aesthetics. But I think when the third one comes out, it's gonna be different.
He pulled like
That's
the
all I'm gonna
reverse.
say.
He pulled like the reverse Jonah Hill,
Yeah, exactly.
where Jonah
So
Hill would like fluctuate like 1 billion pounds in between roles
yeah, and now he's super duper thin.
and tatted.
Yeah, and tan. He's as tan as me.
Has that man had any movies lately?
No, I think he's just been. I
That's
don't
a
know if he's voice acting. He might just be doing voice acting on the side.
I gotta look this up now
Oh shit.
because that's a name I haven't thought of in forever. Jonah
So
Hill.
yeah, see if he's got any upcoming projects. Cause I would have thought that he, instead of doing acting, that he would just do voice acting because it'd probably just be easier.
Yeah.
Not easier, quote unquote, but
Let's see. That motherfucker was. Oh no, he was a producer. I was like, the motherfucker was in Y2K.
Oh.
Let me see. He's got a movie coming out called Outcome
Mm-hmm.
with him and Keanu Reeves and Cameron Diaz.
That's an odd pairing.
All right, hold
Okay,
on.
that's fine.
Here's the premise.
Mm-hmm.
Reef Hawk, Keanu Reeves' character,
Mm-hmm.
is an actor who's been sober for 5 years. He takes a break from acting to build his new home, and he takes pride in his progress in life. However, he receives a call from his crisis lawyer, Ira Slits, who is Jonah Hill, who reveals that someone is blackmailing him with a video of questionable content. His life is turned upside down. Reef then sets out to make amends with those he wronged in the past to figure out who his blackmailer is.
Damn.
It's a black comedy.
Hey, I like that. We need more of those.
Yeah. The last movie Jonah Hill did was the Netflix movie You People, where he
Where it
married
was
into
him
the
and
black
Eddie
family.
Murphy?
Yeah.
Was it him? Yeah, woof.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Jeez. Yeah. Terrible.
Yeah, he hasn't been doing a ton lately, but I mean, I guess he's kind of earned that right. Because for a hot minute, he was in like every comedy.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like Seth Rogen,
who you also haven't heard about in a hot second.
bro. He's making money off of Houseplant.
I mean, he's making money off of everything. That man has done so many like raunchy comedies. He could just live the rest of his life off of residuals from FX alone.
True. Yeah.
Like,
damn.
When do you not see something like fucking Knocked Up or This Is the End or stuff like that on TV?
You don't. Not anymore.
Exactly.
A lot of people don't like those comedies no more.
Well, no, they're always on though.
Yeah, they're insensitive, as most people would say, but they're a product of their time.
They're also
hilarious. Yeah, they're also hilarious. Also, speaking of hilarious, so I'm listening to one of my podcasts that I listen to, and it's called the name of the main podcast is the Chad Duke Show.
Don't be giving people no clout on this podcast. We a bigger one. No, we're not. I'm kidding. Clout up.
Yeah, I was about to say. What the fuck are you talking about? But they have like a sub episode called the Fortress Film Society, and they were talking about Zoolander. And I'm like, damn, I haven't seen Zoolander in a long time. I think I might have to go through and bless you, rewatch Zoolander again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's one of the comedies that can't be remade again. You know what I mean? Because the whole movie was played straight. There was nobody bullshitting in their role. There was no wink, wink, nudge, nudge to the camera. Everybody was, playing the straight man and acting their parts and everything.
Oh, for sure.
So yeah, there's no way that it can be made again. Even though
it was also an oddly macho movie.
Yeah, they made Zoolander too, but who's seen that one? Like, I haven't seen it. I don't think I'll ever see that.
Before we move on to what I've been up to, what's your favorite Ben Stiller movie? Mine is Dodgeball.
See, here's the thing. I kind of avoided a lot of the movies that I think that were going to be really bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously Dodgeball. I love me some Dodgeball. You know, I love his bit part in Happy Gilmore, obviously, because he was a huge dickhead.
Did you see they're doing a 2 and it's got 2 different wrestlers in it?
Yeah. MJF is in it and
Becky Lynch.
Damn, who else is in it? Oh, Becky's in there?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
I saw that the other day.
Oh, so she must be definitely a new addition because I didn't see that. Oh,
it's
do
like
you
he's
follow
on like a rival she's on like a rival golf squad or something.
Do you follow Shooter McGavin on X?
No.
You should, because that's the actor. He's just playing his character from Happy Gilmore.
That's hilarious.
It is very hilarious. Like they were what happened? He was talking about something, but he was shitting all over Adam Sandler and in his character and everything. So that's what was so shit. Oh shit! What the fuck? Yo, Samoa Joe's back out of the blue. I guess that means
spoiler, everybody. Jamie's watching wrestling as we record a podcast. Nothing's new here.
Wednesday. It's fucking Wednesday. That means Twisted Metal 2. Yeah, Twisted Metal second season's done.
Did you ever watch season 1?
Nope.
It was solid, dude.
I know how to add it to my list.
I binged it in a weekend.
Oh, that's not bad.
No.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I've
I
been playing
forgot to
Marvel
tell you.
Rivals like a motherfucker, man.
I forgot to tell you. There's
Yeah,
another thing I've been watching. Space Force, the Steve Carell movie.
I saw the
Not movie,
first
the show.
season. I saw the
Yeah,
first season. I never saw the
I'm
second
on the second season right now. I'm really enjoying it.
because there's only 2 seasons, right?
I think it's on Netflix.
Yeah,
So.
that's why I haven't seen season 2. I don't have Netflix anymore.
Ooh.
Um,
Damn.
yeah, that's fine though. Other than other than playing Marvel Rivals though, which God, that grind doesn't stop.
Yeah.
It's so much fun though, man. Uh, just
Yeah,
working on Digimon stuff.
have to start playing comp, man. I can't do quick play no more.
You can't.
I played one game of quick play, and guess what happened? We lost. We no, and you know what's so crazy though? It wouldn't have been so bad if because we had a decent team,
Yeah,
just nobody was wanting to do anything. And I played Mantis, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna go heal and stuff like that. So we had a Sue Storm, a Mr. Fantastic, um, Squirrel Girl, and I can't remember the last person. But it was inconsequential because
yeah.
their other team wasn't that bad. I mean, not bad. They weren't that good. So all we got pushed all the way up into near where our spawn was,
Yeah.
and it was the Namor level where you got to capture the thing, and it was just like they had a
You mean the Wakanda level?
yeah.
I was gonna say because Namor doesn't
Yeah,
have a
yeah, I'm
map.
sorry. Yeah. It's the Wakanda level. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the first part of that level
Mm-hmm.
because it's there, and then you advance all the way. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But then they had a fucking Hawkeye, right?
Oh
Just
no.
sitting in the back,
Just
just
picking.
picking people off, and I'm like, bro,
No one switched
just
to counter him.
I didn't even switch to counter him. I stayed as Mantis that game, and then the next game I switched to Cloak and Dagger,
Yeah.
and then we did better.
Because I mean, someone switches to Star Lord or Spidey, that Hawkeye's having a hard time.
Oh yeah, because you just shit on him.
Or at least my experience with Spidey, you're having a hard time. Because I'm
Yeah,
coming right to you, and I'm web zipping your ass up into an uppercut.
yeah, I'm making your life hard, very hard.
Yeah. But
I love it.
oh, dude, I know how you feel about Mantis though, because well, with Mantis in that situation, because
Mm.
I'm one trophy away from the platinum, and it's the Mantis one, and it's getting a team wipe with Mantis.
Yeah.
I was trying to do that for like an hour and a half last night. Oh my god,
Mm.
it's hell. Speaking of, holy shit, Wolverine might be the worst character in that game.
Really? I've seen people actually put some hands on people with Wolverine.
Okay, so Wolverine is very good at melting a tank,
Mm-hmm.
but when when I'm going one on one with a support and they're out damaging me, there's a problem.
Hmm.
And his ult is terrible.
Well, the only thing that I have to say about Wolverine is he's such a straightforward character.
Yeah.
Unless you take Wolverine and make him his Herald of Apocalypse, or if not, like take Wolverine out and add his son or X-23.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't really. He's just gonna get in your face, jump on you, and just claw you to death. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
But I'm just like, why does it feel like my web shooters is Spider-Man deals more damage? Like,
Damn.
this sucks. And I've seen people just pop off with Wolverine.
He's not one of the ones that got nerfed, right?
No.
Okay.
They gave him more health, but lowered his damage reduction with his roar.
Oh.
So they
Okay.
balanced it out. But
Yeah, that's not bad.
I'm like, oh my god, I don't understand this. Because before comments are like, oh, you just don't know how to play him, or you haven't played him enough, blah, 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 blah. No, I knew what I was doing. Like, I played him for multiple hours. Like,
Yeah.
to the point that of this season, if you look at my stats, he's my most played character, trying to get that one achievement.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like, this is my personal hell.
Yeah. Kind of feel the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Shit.
dude, it was brutal.
Yeah.
It's like he's missing like one piece to his kit.
What could you add?
Maybe a quicker healing factor or a better ult.
What is his ult? Is it just Berserker's Rage?
No, Berserker Rage isn't even his ult, it's his passive.
Oh.
His ult is when he'll take someone that he sees or multiple people and knock them in the air and then spiral down. But the problem is with that spiral is, one, in order for it to properly trigger, it has to be a flat surface. If you hit it on a vertical surface, it won't even let you proc it. You'll just fall to the ground and your ult's wasted.
Oh, that's weird.
Two, if you want any chance to even kill a squishy character with the ult, you have to be at 100 rage. Three, you're lucky if you're killing somebody at 100, even at 100 rage with that ult.
Damn.
Yeah, it's not great.
That isn't great, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Oh, man, that's so weird.
It really is. But I know we normally talk about what we've been playing, but Jamie, I need your help of what I'm playing next. Okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a few options.
Few options.
Let's see. Where's the other one?
I like options.
Where is the other?
Because you know me, I'm gonna be continually playing WoW for a bit.
I know.
I think I'm gonna get my I need to talk to Scott about fuck the Warlock.
Yeah.
Because he plays Warlock.
Okay. So option number 1, Crisis Core Final Fantasy Reunion.
Okay.
Option number 2, Sandland. R.I.P. Akira Toriyama, one of the greatest to ever live. Option number 3, Persona 5 Tactica.
Damn, are you just having nothing but RPGs, my dude?
Well, Persona 5 Tactica is a strategy game.
Oh, all right.
Or I could play Persona 5 Strikers, which is a Dynasty Warrior type game.
Oh, speaking of Dynasty Warriors, bro, did you see that Dynasty Warriors got a good score on IGN?
I did.
That's wild. Like I love, man. I need to get a newer console so I can play Dynasty Warriors. Well, not only Dynasty Warriors, like all the games that I'm missing. Missing out right now, like Monster Hunter.
Will your PC be able to run Monster Hunter?
I don't know, maybe.
Well, I mean, I don't know how good your PC is, so
I'll go through and
check the specs of Monster Hunter.
So I think it'll be able to run better if I get more RAM. Because I have 16 in right now. If I get 32, I probably would be able to run it perfectly. Also, I need another hard drive. I need a solid state drive for that game. Because then I could just put it on there and then run it off of there, and it'd be like probably real good.
Okay, so the minimum requirements for Monster Hunter Wilds on PC. Windows 10. Yeah, no shit.
Of course.
An Intel i5 10600, Intel i3 12100F, or an AMD Ryzen 5 3600. 16 gigs of RAM.
Yeah, I definitely need 32.
NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1600 Super VRAM 6 gig, or an AMD Radeon RX 5600 XT VRAM 6 gig. DirectX version 12, 140 gigabytes. And that's to run it at 1080p 30 FPS.
Oh. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Those specs aren't as bad as I or they're not as crazy as I thought they were.
Yeah.
I would have thought that they would have been more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, Capcom's pretty good at optimizing that RE engine now.
Well, good.
um. So Jamie, we got a couple rants to talk about today.
Yep. I'm gonna
Do,
let you go and do your ranting.
I was about to say, do you want the one that's pissed me off, or the one that's going to piss both of us off first?
I would like to hear the one that pisses you off first,
Okay,
and
so the
then
one
we'll
that
come
pisses
around.
me off first. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I've got an extra rant of a little short story to add to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, little context for anyone listening outside of the state of Maryland.
Right.
There's a state law that when it snows, you have to brush like the snow off the top of your car because the hazard of it falling off and hitting someone else's car.
Yeah. Nobody does that around here. They're dickheads.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
This one's less of a rant and more of an instant karma situation.
Mm-hmm.
Last week, it snowed like a motherfucker.
Yep.
I'd say probably a day later, I went up to go to the local card shop, play some Digimon. Arguably like a dumbass because the roads were terrible. I forgot to put Discord on Do Not Disturb, so let me do that while I'm ranting.
Damn.
Uh,
Yeah. Life comes at you fast because you know everybody's gonna be hitting you up,
dog,
getting a
right?
bunch of things.
And I don't want that going through on the pod the whole time.
Right.
But I'm sitting at this stoplight in front of a Walmart, fruit and Walmart, Jamie. So you can imagine this.
Yep.
This van pulls behind me, top full with like I don't know every inch of snow we've gotten, which was quite a bit of snow. And I'm like, this dumb motherfucker. And they hit the brakes pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
That whole snow just avalanches down their fucking windshield.
That's quite funny.
I'm like, that's what you get instead of it flying backwards and hitting someone else, you dumb bitch.
Well, my thing is,
So they had to stop, get out, and actually brush it off of their windshield.
oh, okay. I didn't. Okay, I got you now. Yeah, they're an idiot.
Yeah, because it was
Like,
too much for their windshield wipers to just brush off.
yeah, because it
It
was
was
extra
literally
heavy
all
snow.
of the snow.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hey, at least the cops didn't pull him over because you know the cops are good for pulling people over.
Oh my god, especially Fruitland?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. They'll get your ass.
Maybe was it a woman or a man?
I think it was a woman.
Oh, okay. She probably was too short to try to get the snow off the top.
That's what step ladders are for.
Oh, not everybody has a step ladder. However, everybody can buy an extended brush to brush the top of their shit off.
True.
So,
But like that was just kind of like an instant karma moment where I was like, this is the best. This is the absolute best.
because you know, like, come on, man, like you know better than that,
right? Now, on to my actual rant.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, Professional Fighters League, or the PFL, bought Bellator MMA, which Bellator was the second biggest MMA organization.
Yep.
Note that I said was. Motherfuckers last year ran 4 events. 4.
Mm-hmm. 1.25.
Yeah. For a whole ass organization with a whole ass line of champions with more than a decade of lineage of these titles and 4 events.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's January and they put out this notice yesterday on Tuesday. It said Professional Fighters League acquired Bellator MMA 1 year ago primarily for its great fighter roster. That's true. They do have a pretty decent roster.
Yep.
A lot of people used to call Bellator like a league where retired fighters would go to die. Not totally inaccurate, but they also did have a lot of good prospects. The PFL brand has become synonymous with win and advance format and product innovation. PFL brand's not known for anything because no one knows PFL. There's 17 people that watch it.
Right.
PFL has established itself as a premium brand doing things different to help grow our great sport of MMA. No, you implemented a seasonal model to introduce new champions every year that no one fucking knew and gave them $1 million a year if they won, which is cool. $1 million prize. Nice. All right. But still, going forward, all fight events and content will be PFL branded. The Bellator brand carries a rich history that will continue to be respected and appreciated through select featured title bouts. Fans will continue to enjoy the immense Bellator fight library and historic fight content throughout our social, digital, and partner channels. All of our fighters are now integrated and connected in one powerful PFL brand worldwide. So that means they've shut down Bellator, integrated the Bellator roster into PFL, and are holding the Bellator titles in PFL for select title fights, were their words.
Wow.
But here's the thing that they didn't disclose, that Patricio Pitbull, Bellator fighter and champion, kind of went scorched earth on them, that when they bought Bellator and retained all of the fighters' contracts, they've been trying to strong arm Bellator fighters to fight for less money than what they signed on for fights, or essentially hold their contracts hostage and not put them in, not let them go into free agency to sign with the UFC or elsewhere. Pitbull hadn't fought in a year, and he had tried to fight. He had a fight scheduled, but it fell out because of some contract thing with Ryzen and PFL or whatever. It was a weird situation. But that meant he didn't get anything for a year. And the shitty thing is Bellator fighters found out about this the same time the public did, through this press release.
Which is ugly.
Yeah. And remember how I said they were known for $1 million tournaments? That's gone. They're now doing tournaments for their weight classes where you get $500,000, and instead of a title, you get a title shot.
I ain't about one that. I mean,
Right?
The money's not bad, but yeah, that's.
But no, here's the thing: that $500,000. One second, I need to explain this.
But I will say, like a side note, and that doesn't. It's not for wrestling and not wrestling or fighting and stuff. You've heard of Dave Portnoy, right?
Yeah.
He does the one bite thing.
Yeah.
So he's been
Barstool owner.
Yeah, he's been through Maryland and now he's going through Delaware. This latest video is he went to Grotto's Pizza.
That motherfucker needs to go to Ponzetti's.
He's gave Grotto's Pizza a 7.4, which isn't bad. But there's a couple of places here in Baltimore that I got to check out. But that's neither here nor there. Continue your rant.
Okay. So that $500,000 sounds great, right? Now, out of that $500,000, it is, let me see how many fights that is in the tournament. Let me see. If you win the tournament, you are taking, where is it? They kind of describe their bracket. 3 fights. All right.
Okay.
So say you're a Bellator fighter and you were contracted for $50,000. Well, actually, I'll even lower it. $25,000 to fight, $25,000 to win. Which is about a little bit more than the standard UFC rookie contract.
Okay.
Okay, which is not what PFL pays it at all. Like their rookie contracts are like 2,000 and 2,000.
Shit.
Not even rookie, like debut, like newcomer.
Oh, okay.
Granted, if someone signs to the UFC that's more well known, like Patricio Pitbull, who is now a free agent after going scorched earth on Bellator, well, on PFL, I should say, he will most certainly get more money.
Right.
Or like a veteran, even if they're a lesser known name, they will certainly get more money. But so 25,000 to fight
Mm-hmm.
and 25,000 to win. That's 50,000 a fight.
Right.
3 fights, that's 150,000.
Right.
And you would think, okay, so $650,000 for the tournament. That's great. That's great, right?
Right.
Wrong. That's not how that works.
Yeah, I was gonna say is like, how does that
So you want to know what
monetarily
happens?
work? Okay.
Whatever your contract is, and this is how PFL does it.
Uh
Whatever your
huh.
contract is, for money, you get that paid out.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get the prize money minus whatever your salary is for it. So you end up with
Wait.
the flat 500,000 instead of 650,000.
So they keep a
They subtract your fight purse from the 500,000.
oh wait, hold on. So
Yeah.
you win everything, right?
Yep.
That's what the 150 or is that
The
600?
that should if they paid you 500,000 for the grand prize and
Uh
your fight salary, that would be $650,000.
right.
But they take your fight salary and subtract it from the grand prize. So
So
you
that's
end
why
up
that's how you're getting
with the
the five.
$500,000.
That's the 500,000.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty shitty.
Isn't it?
So you just lose 150,000
Yep.
basically.
So you essentially at that point did 3 fights to win $500,000, which is nice money, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But your contract also says 150, well, like says 25-25, like 25 fight, 25 win, and you just won 3 fights and you were told, "Oh, this has this grand prize." Oh, asterisk, grand prize subtracts your fight purse.
Damn.
Yeah.
But that also doesn't go in the fact that you got to pay for camps and
Taxes and
everything, taxes.
camps, everything, dude.
Damn, you basically get fucked.
Yeah.
Like what do you might make out with what 300,000 afterwards? I
If
guess.
if that.
Wow.
Let's assume state and federal taxes take 40%.
Mm-hmm.
That's 200,000.
Yeah.
Then you have your camp. Your
Mm-hmm.
manager's getting 10%.
Yep.
Your coach has got to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you might walk away with 200,000 of that 500,000.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. It's so shitty.
That is extra shit right there.
And let me pull up some of the things that Patricio Pitbull went so scorched earth on PFL that they had to release him from his contract.
Damn.
That's how bad it was.
Well, I mean, if you're finding out, like, if you're literally sitting at your couch and like your wife comes up and tells you about something like that, and then you're like, huh, what?
oh, and here's a new change to their pay.
Mm-hmm.
PFL title challengers will get a $50,000 bonus for their $50,000 to fight, $50,000 to win.
Mm-hmm.
So say you're fighting for a title and you're like, okay, cool. So that's on top of like my 19,000 to fight and 19,000 to win.
Mm-hmm.
That's 69,000 to fight, 69,000 to win. Say
Right.
you lose that. Your next fight, you're back down to 19,000 and 19,000.
So you basically have to keep winning?
Not only that, like say you win the title and you have that contract, it's
Mm-hmm.
119,000 to fight and 119,000 to win. You lose the title, you're fighting for 19,000 again.
Wow.
Yeah. Like
That hurts.
they're not like putting champion clauses and stuff like that in contracts that say, "Hey, you end up with this much money, like you end up champion, your pay is going to increase even after you lose the title because you're a champion." Like that's tied to your name, your legacy, you're now worth more.
Damn.
Yeah. Let me see. So, Patricio Pitbull, I'm gonna skip some of this because he was talking about how long he had been there because he's been there since the beginning. Um, he was saying fighters were treated with respect, contracts were fair, and the production had big step up in quality. Viacom did bury it in channels nobody watched, and the administration wasn't in favor of it. PFL bought it, and it's dying in their hands once again, and lowballing fighters, promising to lock them up forever to exercise every legal right they have. So fighters take as long as possible to become free agents, but don't have a chance to sign for the competition.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. Um. So let me see. I think this all started because the UFC released Holly Holm from her contract
Uh-huh.
because she asked them to, because she wants to do one more MMA fight and one more boxing match. And they were like, "Well, we don't do boxing, so okay, like, yeah, you can go."
Mm-hmm.
And he tweeted, "Look at the UFC, Don Davis, PFL, the owner of the PFL. They honor their OGs. She asked for a release, and they gave it to her. Made no fuss about it. They're honorable. That's how big organizations do things when a fighter doesn't want to continue work with them. You should learn from that." Um, let's see. By the way, he was talking about for 5 or 6 months about wanting to get a fight going.
Right.
He then goes, this whole thread I'm going to read, by the way, which is wild. And then I'll get off of it because I know a lot of people don't give a fuck about me talking about MMA. Self-called co-leader in MMA and Fighters First organization is cutting a bunch of fighters and forcing others to take pay cuts of up to 70%.
Holy shit. They're
Yeah.
basically not getting paid anything. Wow.
No respect for fighter contracts and what they've accomplished. The self-called Fighters First organization is also changing its contracts so it's almost impossible for fighters to be free agents and leave on free agency. Also tying down fighters' payments for many years and taking away all their leverage. The self-called co-leader in MMA is ghosting some fighters and managers and leaving them with no answers while the owner makes silly and disrespectful posts on social media.
Damn.
Yeah. It's fucking wild.
I agree. God,
Um,
thanks.
he goes, "You want to know why I've been silent for so long? I had a direct chat with Don Davis, and he said Pete Murray would talk to us and we'd come to a 50-50 agreement, which turned out to be a 100-0 stance in favor of PFL and them feeding media with fake news about my contract. I've seen Don Davis's tweets and had been told myself not to react to him." There's some typos in here. English is not his first language.
Oh,
But
really?
he's Brazilian. So
Oh,
Portuguese.
okay. All right.
But after Pete Murray started ghosting us since last week and the official death of Bellator while hearing about how some fighters are being sent absurd, never-ending low-pay deals, I just couldn't stay silent. He said PFL is setting the organization and the contracts in a way that even 5 years from now, no fighter will even be able to get paid 50% of what I currently get. They want fighters tied down for low pay, far less than what top UFC fighters make, but have never had the chance to go there.
That's crazy.
Then he tagged Francis Ngannou, who signed with the PFL, has the most lucrative contract with the PFL. Francis Ngannou is guaranteed millions every time he fights at PFL.
How many times has he fought for PFL?
Once so far. He said, "Hey, Francis Ngannou, are you aware of the absurd things PFL is doing to fighters and putting on the new contracts? Will you ever speak up for us? I'm starting to think it's time we make a PFL fighters union. What do you think?" So the reason he said that is Francis Ngannou is on the PFL board of directors.
Oh, wow. This plot's getting thick, my dude.
Yeah. Let's see, someone replied. He said, "Hey, man, Don Davis will probably retain your contract out of spite. Your manager needs to set up that meeting immediately to negotiate your release." And he goes, "That's already what they're doing," and carefully worded not to sound like it. "They have stopped answering texts since last week. I waited until this morning to have answers. Now I'm sure I'll have some soon." And then
Wow.
just a little more context to those questioning about my contract. It was signed years before the Bellator sale, and there was no indication it would ever be sold. Ratings and ticket sales for my fights were bigger than every other champion. We had numbers, and we knew my worth, which is true. He said, "I tagged Francis Ngannou because he became a PFL executive and talked in the past about doing what's right for fighters." Don Davis then said, "We're releasing Patricio Pitbull from PFL." No, he's then said, "PFL is all about opportunity. I founded this company to create new and great opportunities for top fighters. PFL has and will continue to do that for all top fighters who want to be here." Fuck you, dude.
Wow.
And
What a trash bag.
then Pitbull goes, "As much as I appreciate an earlier termination of my deal and a waiver of the exclusive negotiation period, you are still holding my matching rights, so I'm not exactly free. If you are so kind to let me go, why not make it an unconditional release?" After calling them out, Patricio goes, "PFL Senior Vice President of Corporate Communications just called my management team and said that it's unconditional release."
Wow.
This man went scorched earth.
Damn. That's wild, my dude. Holy shit.
Yeah. So PFL is fucking over Bellator fighters and not even informing them of things.
I mean, that's exactly the way it sounds.
Because up until this morning, Patricio Pitbull was the current featherweight champion for Bellator.
Damn. So now that, does anybody even want to fight for PFL at this point?
I hope not.
Because with all this stuff that's going back and forth between them, it's like, why am I gonna risk myself to fight when y'all are just gonna try to jam me up if I don't like your policies later on? You know?
And I don't want to be jammed up.
I wouldn't want to be jammed up either. Fuck that.
Right?
That's some old bullshit.
Isn't it? All right, so on to rant number 2, which everybody I promise is nerdy.
Okay, rant number 2. Well, I mean, rant number 1 was nerdy. It was for the fighting nerds.
True.
Right?
That's very true.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, Jamie, you ready to get mad?
Oh, man, I guess.
Oh, you gonna be heated? Rip the homie. The best Power Ranger to ever live. Jason David Frank. His Facebook page ran by his wife,
Oh shit.
posted, honoring the legendary legacy of Jason David Frank, the JDF Be a Legend Foundation is offering a chance to own a piece of his personal comic collection. These treasured comics are some of his most prized possessions, and now they're being shared with the fans who adored him. A true hero on and off screen, Jason's legacy lives on through every page. All the proceeds of this auction will go to the establishment of the JDF Be Legend Foundation.
Well, you don't need to auction off stuff to
Oh,
start.
it gets worse. You know what? Instead of me showing this part off, I'm gonna let you do that.
What do you mean?
Oh, I'm about to send you a
sending it
link.
to me? Oh, okay.
Send that on text message straight to your phone here. And you're gonna be heated when you see this eBay link.
All right.
So,
Is it a helmet?
no, it's all comics. But just take a look at it.
What the fuck? Why are they so expensive?
Yeah!
Yo, what the fuck? Wait a minute. Well, I don't care if they're graded or not, but why are you starting it so high?
So, for reference, everybody, they're selling off graded comics that are signed by Jason David Frank. The cheapest one is $500. Most of them are $1,000.
Yeah, like what?
This is not honoring his legacy.
No, this is
a
scumbag
cash grab.
shit. It is a cash grab. Come on, man.
And it just pisses me off because his family is his family and Bat in the Sun are grifting off of his legacy. They're
That's
putting
so
his
fucked
legacy in the fucking dirt is what they're doing.
Yes, they are, basically. Like, what the hell's going on here? Like,
yeah. Yep. Now you see why I didn't tell you about that rant before the podcast started.
Yeah, bro, I'm so pissed off. Like, I
Me
know
too,
that you're,
man.
I know that you're mad because obviously, you know, it holds
My
a
childhood
larger,
hero.
yeah, it holds a stronger connection for you. But you're not honoring his legacy. You're just selling off his stuff.
You're exploiting his legacy.
Exactly.
Like, and I would bet my life his wife is in on it. Well, I know she's in on it. I wouldn't be surprised if his former management was in on it. And whoever is in on this, fuck you.
Yeah, I hope you stub your toe.
Like,
for eternity.
This is worse than Hasbro selling off their Power Rangers props lot.
Yeah, and that shit pissed both of us off.
Like, that was bad. This is worse.
Yeah.
And you can say, oh, they're just comics. They're just comics. I don't give a fuck if it was, like, a pair of socks.
Yeah.
Like, don't just say, hey, I'm selling this because it has my husband's name on it. And he was famous.
Yeah.
For inspiring people.
That's basically what they're saying at this point.
That's 100% what they're saying. And, like, the reason I would bet my life that it's his wife being in on it is, like, his Instagram account constantly still posts, like, stories and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's talking about how she's, like, trying to honor him and stuff like that with this exact same kind of wording. I wouldn't be surprised if the dude from Bat in the Sun put her up to it and shit like that. Or if they're all just a bunch of manipulating twats. I don't know.
I'd like to hope not, because that just seems like it's just shitty and miserable, like, man.
His daughter's just as bad, going to cons and living off of his legacy of like dressing up as a female Green Ranger and shit like that. Like, oh, it's how my dad would have wanted it. Like when she was backing up Bat in the Sun's, like, claims that he wrote like the premise for the comic book that Boom made with Amy Jo Johnson, where they made the female Green Ranger Tommy and Kimberly's daughter.
Right.
They're claiming that like JDF wrote a very similar premise, and I'm like, bitch, who the fuck hasn't?
Yeah, true. Like
Like,
I'm pretty sure there's so many people, fans have made stuff that's pretty similar. You know what I mean?
guess what? Soul of the Dragon did almost exactly the same thing, except it was a son with Cat, and he was the Green SPD Ranger.
Yeah.
So this isn't even the first time Boom did that.
Yeah.
Like, come the fuck on. Like, let the fans grieve without trying to fucking grift off of them.
Yeah,
If
they're
you
not
gave
even
a shit
really
about
grieving at this. They're not even grieving at this point, man.
True.
You're just pissing off all the fans. It's like, how are you like? How do you live with yourself by trying to do this? You know. And I came across a couple of shorts, and I don't even understand how they came up on my YouTube shorts. But it was JDF talking about like Power Ranger stuff. He
Yeah.
was talking about his first morpher that they had to Velcro the coin on the inside so it wouldn't fall out.
Yep.
I was like, wow, man, that's hilarious, you know. But man, I'm like, bro, it just is not something he would have wanted at all.
No.
And it really pisses me off, and there's nothing I could do about it because capitalism rules everything.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And like people who are let's be honest, lazy and don't want to actually work for themselves are going to continue to live off of somebody.
Mm-hmm.
It's unfair, and like it's just shitty.
For sure. And here's the other thing. Like, if his family gave a shit about the fans,
Mm-hmm.
how about you try actually fucking connecting with them?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, those two people, of all people in this world, have more stories about that man than anyone.
Yeah.
Start a fucking podcast. Live off
Yeah.
of his legacy that way.
Yeah, exactly. Talk, you just do stories, and the fact of the matter is that podcast can be like once a month.
His
It doesn't
wife,
have to be every week or whatever.
yeah, his wife, maybe not as decorated as he was, but is a very good martial artist.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm, keep his martial arts schools going. Teach
Yeah,
him there. That's how you honor Jason David Frank. Not this bullshit.
exactly.
This, all that's doing is corrupting his memory.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do what he would have done. Because you could be like, oh, you didn't know Jason David Frank. You're right, I didn't. I've met him, and I've had a very genuine, what I would like to think is a very genuine conversation with him, and sat in a room where he talked for an hour and a half about his dedication to the fans and everything. Stayed longer than he had to. Like, almost ran on into another panel. Like, I would like to think in that hour and a half and the 5 to 10 minutes I talked to him, like after getting my picture taken with him, that I got a pretty good vibe of how he would have won, like of how he truly feels about his fans.
Yeah.
And that's, he cared about them deeply. Because he knew without fans, Tommy Oliver would have never been the White Ranger. Tommy Oliver never would have been Zeo, or Turbo, or Forever Red, or Dino Thunder, or the Legendary
Even in the
Battle,
movies.
or Ninja Steel.
Yeah.
He would have never been Bloodshot. Legend of the White Dragon would have never happened.
Mm-hmm.
He would have had nothing. He would have been the guy that got canceled with VR Troopers.
Yeah.
No, sorry, Cybertron. I think it was Cybertron, not VR Troopers. But either way, does not matter. He would have been the guy that left Power Rangers as a successful guy that got canceled from a Saban series.
Mm-hmm.
But because of the fans, he's the most iconic Power Ranger of all time.
Yes.
And you're shitting on that.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me mad because you're tarnishing the legacy of my hero. And not just my hero. So many other people's. And not even of just my generation. Of generations after me. And probably generations forever. Any kid that watches Power Rangers from 1991 till whenever you cannot watch it anymore. Like till the apocalypse when the internet is taken down.
Yeah.
Will watch Power Rangers and say, oh, I like that guy. And then the story grows and he becomes an inspiration. And just becomes a hero to kids. And then the internet, and you look up his name, and you find this fucking shit that you're doing.
Yeah, it would piss off a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like, it pisses off so many people like that. How many people know about this? I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people.
I don't know. Like, I just saw it on the Facebook. It didn't have a ton of reactions and comments, so
They might be trying to shadow drop some shit.
I would say give it a day, because, I mean, it was posted, like, an hour ago.
Yeah, and it definitely did have, like, a couple, like, 1 day and a couple hours on each bid, and nobody's really touched the bidding yet.
I hope not a single fucking person bids on them.
Yeah, I hope not either.
But,
like, if you're gonna bid on something like that, you're just as bad as they are.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Like, and spoiler alert, everybody. You wanna know how much an autograph from JDF cost? $50. And he would do multiple of them for you if you wanted for $50.
Damn.
You want to pay his wife $750 for that? Shit.
Yeah, nah, B.
I got a toxic wasteland to sell you that's lakeside property.
Damn.
It's called 3 Mile Island.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of my regrets going to because I think that same year he was at AwesomeCon, I think he came to Otakon as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I should have gotten his autograph. I really should have.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I was like, I'll try to do it next time.
That's one of the things that I was the most upset about that I lost in the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
you know, it would have been ironic, though, because if I would have got an autograph, I would have just given it to you.
I know you would have, and I would have been so mad at you for it, and you know it.
Yeah, I know. And you know what I say? I don't care.
I know, because you're a good friend.
Yes.
All right, Jamie. I'm tired of ranting.
Okay.
You want to get fucking hyped?
Bro, I'm already hyped. Bro, I'm so hyped.
About?
All right, so over the weekend, our local game store, our LGS, as they would call it, Portals Games and Comics, their store in Salisbury is holding a beta release for the Gundam TCG. Now, here was the caveat. There was 8 slots.
Yep.
And it came. The link came online at 11 a.m. on Saturday.
Yep.
So it was a mad dash for people to get in. And like I said,
2 minutes
let me reiterate.
Sold out.
Yes. Let me reiterate. 8 slots. So there was no botting. There was, you have to be there, and be there or be square. And a lot of people were square, as evident from the Discord. But we'll not talk about that.
But you know who wasn't square? Us, baby!
Exactly. We were definitely not square. We're going to be there. And the best part about it is we were okay, so a lot of shit is happening that weekend. I will I will say this: a lot of things are happening that weekend. First, number one, Saturday, the second, first, right?
Yep.
Because the second is Sunday. So Saturday, February 1st is the beta. And that is at 11. I don't know what time it is. I think it's in the afternoon, right?
Yeah, I think 5.
All right, cool, whatever. So beta 5 Saturday, February 1st. Cool. Number 2, that same night, Royal Rumble.
That same day, Israel Adesanya fights Imanov on UFC Fight Night.
Yep. So we both have Gundam. Then we have our own little professional fighting gimmicks
It's at
stuff
5:30.
at night. 5:30, cool. Yeah, we should be done by what, like maybe 9?
Probably, or
Yeah,
8.
which is
Um,
fine.
but doesn't like WWE cards start at like 6?
6 or 7.
Well, I mean, you can always pull up Peacock on your phone while you're playing.
Yes, and that's my plan. That is my 150% plan, to go and pull up Peacock on my phone and listen to it while I'm there, so I can have fun.
Fair,
So,
very fair.
that's being said there. So, Sunday, the 2nd of February.
Hold on, before you get to that, can we backtrack a few days?
Uh
That Thursday, Power Slap,
oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we got Power Slap,
where you
but we
got
gotta
your
figure.
boy, the
I got my
Crazy
boy Vernon,
Hawaiian,
man.
versus Dumpling 2, and then your other boy, Vernon Cathy, challenging Wolverine for the title.
Bro, that shit is going to be silly. Those motherfuckers have like frying pan hands. They're going to be hitting the shit out of each other. I can't fucking wait.
And Wolverine's
My
gonna be in
God.
cowboy boots again.
Whew. So, my thing is, do we know what time the card
Not
starts?
yet.
Motherfuckers.
As
Bro,
soon as I know, I'm telling you.
it's the 15th. These assholes, it's going to be like the
Let me double
30th.
check.
You got 2 weeks.
Let me double check.
Big dickheads. Like,
But as of last week, we didn't know.
okay.
Start time.
So yeah, and we're not gonna cock it up this time.
12 p.m.
In the middle of the day.
Middle. I told you, man. It's in Saudi Arabia. That's why.
No, but that sucks, because that means they're
We
gonna
can't
go
react
through,
to it.
and they're gonna delay it by a day. Because they did it last time.
No, I'm watching it
Remember?
on Rumble.
No, well, you were at home. I was at work.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Damn, why you gotta say it like that?
No, I'm just saying.
I'm still working.
Shit, I'd rather be like reacting to this.
You
Watch
right?
motherfuckers get put to sleep.
Just
You
be
know?
like, yo, I'm gonna work from home that day.
Now I'm already gonna be taking so many. I've already taken 2 days off this month. I need
But
to take
that's
off.
not taking it off. That's still working, just from home.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. I would like to do that. Let's see if I could,
Your
but
boss would let you work from home, I'm sure, for one day.
man, that motherfucker is a miser. He ain't gonna let no motherfucker work from home. Cause my black
Terrible.
ass could have worked from home these 2 days on when we had snow.
Well, your black ass needs to convince him.
That's true.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I
Um,
can't. I'm gonna need to watch this. This is too
so
good.
Sunday, back onto
Sunday.
what you were saying.
Sunday, our local watering hole, Burnish Beer, shout out to them, is holding a beer con, which I don't even know what a beer like that does. It doesn't compute in my brain. It's like a convention for beer.
Where
Can't
is that even at?
It's at the brewery. It's at the place.
Interesting.
I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna open up the shop floor, and just cordon off places where you can't get to.
Makes sense, I guess.
So they have enough what's the words?
Even
Enough
though
space for people.
The other place, the other brewery in Salisbury is bigger.
What, Evo?
Yeah, thank you.
Uh, I've never did a tour, so I
Well,
wouldn't
I
know.
meant like of the restaurant itself type of thing.
Yeah.
I've
You're
never
right.
been really been in either other than the food part because I don't drink.
But you know what's my name got good burgers, Evo.
Burnish has good ass pretzels, so
Yeah, Burns just have some good fucking food, bro. Every time I feel I feel so fat every time I go to Burns because most of the time it'll be like me and Eden, and we'll go, and it's like, oh, shout out to Eden. Oh, by the way, happy birthday, Eden. I know your birthday is in on Sunday, but by the time this comes out, it'll be after the fact.
no, it'll come
So
out Friday.
it'll come out Friday. All right, cool. That all right. So shout out to him. But usually whenever we go, I'll get like a beer, and then I'll just get food,
Yeah,
and I always have to get my pretzel. Bro, we all know. For all those that don't know, Burnish has a Bavarian, almost a Bavarian, damn it.
you did say Bavarian.
It makes sense to say Bavarian. It would be Belgian,
Well,
large Belgian.
regardless, a big ass pretzel,
Yeah, it's a big ass pretzel, and it is great
like the
because they
size of
give
a
you,
medium pizza box.
yeah. So they give you the beer cheese with it, and then they give you the
Mustard.
mustard. Bro, it's so good. Like it's sometimes you just want to go there. I just want the pretzel. I don't want nothing else. The pretzel. Just give it to
Yeah.
me. And then they got the good pizza because I think Eden got, I think it was either a Supreme or a Meat Lover pizza.
Okay.
But that pizza was really good. Um Definitely high suggestion on getting food from Burnish. Because that's one thing. I'm gonna go have some tasters of some beer from around in the area and shit like that, and then I'm gonna get some food. Bro, it's gonna be so fucking packed that day. I'm gonna have to make sure to get there early.
Yeah,
Because
you
I'm
are.
going from 12 to 4. I
Okay.
need to also put in PTO for that Monday. That way I can just,
Recover.
yeah, recover and then drive my ass up the road.
Yeah. All right. So Jamie,
Yes,
you want to get hyped again?
I'm already ready. Let's go.
All right. Let's talk about all the leaks from that are happening with Marvel Rivals.
Bro, Marvel Rivals, I don't know. Like, listen, I am fine with the leaks. There are a lot of people that are complaining because they want more black characters. It's fine.
So
Sure.
I have uh a theory about
Hmm.
these leaks. People data
Hmm.
mined them, so like there's clear data of these characters' existence.
Yes.
NetEase said that they plan to release a character every month and a half,
Right.
which is insane.
That is quick.
I think these leaks are characters that are already in the program that are almost ready, that have just been or ready that have been held back to be able to put them through.
Right. Because they have to kind of fit the story that they're trying to tell.
Yeah. So the leaked characters are Angela, who is a Image Comics and Marvel Comics character that Todd McFarlane created for Spawn.
Hold on. I'm going to pull up. I need to pull up the list too so I can. Let's see.
One sec, I'll text it to you.
Oh.
I'll text you the exact one I'm using because it
Okay.
also has the maps. Here you go.
Nice.
I had to refresh it because it decided it didn't want to work anymore. Oh, there it is.
Good. I like it.
All right. So Angela, Blade, which the writing's on the wall. Blade will probably be the first character for season 2
Yeah.
because the story going in was that like he's captured by Dracula in the beginning of season 1, and we got to rescue him.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Marvel,
Of course.
Deadpool,
Nice.
Emma Frost, who's rumored to be a tank.
That actually makes sense because she'll probably be in her diamond form anyway.
Probably. Or that'll be her alt to like just transform into it.
Mm-hmm.
Hit Monkey, which is literally a Hitman monkey.
Yeah.
Well, I meant that for people who didn't know.
Yeah.
Professor X, who's a support, which
What does make sense.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Jaya Jing, Jean Grey. If they give Jean Grey the Phoenix Force.
Bro, I think that's what's gonna happen. I think her ultimate turns her into the Phoenix. Bro, that's gonna be a problem.
I cannot say the things I would do on this podcast
Jesus
if
Christ.
they give Jean Grey the Phoenix Force.
Okay. I found all the
Sir, let's just say my red and black PlayStation will match my Xbox Series S.
gross.
I'll let y'all figure out what that means. If you need to know, Google the color of an Xbox Series S.
And you'll know why I say gross.
This next character is probably the most obscure one of all. Paste Pot Pete, aka Trapster.
Yeah. AKA one of Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery villains.
Also a Fantastic Four villain. The Frightful Four.
Oh, okay. Because I do remember him go up against he went up against Spider-Man once as Paste Pot Pete before he became the Trapper. Yeah, and then Spider-Man was just shitting all over his name. Paste Pot Pete.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like it's like what?
Yeah. Colossus as a tank, who is rumored to have the same team up with Wolverine that Hulk does, where he can just yeet Wolverine.
Oh, the fastball special.
Yeah.
Well, technically the fastball special was done by Colossus and Wolverine, so
Yeah.
it just makes sense that they would give him that with whatever. Hopefully, that motherfucker Colossus. I hope his ultimate is the Jugger Colossus, where he turns into holy shit, where he's not gonna die. He's just gonna keep getting stronger and just oh man, woo.
MODOK.
That's fine. I don't mind MODOK.
The Hood. Locust. Ultron. Cyclops.
Cyclops is great.
That's my favorite X-Men. That's like the one chance they have to take me off of being a Spidey main. And then Valkyrie, which also hypes me up.
Now, I wonder. Okay, that's fine.
And
I don't.
What?
I need to look up these characters because I don't know who Angela is. I kind of wish they hyperlink this.
She's a Spawn character.
She's a Spawn character.
Yeah.
Like, but who's
like Todd McFarlane Spawn?
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if they. Okay, so all right, I went to the Forbes article that gives like a better description of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at that's funny. Motherfucker, they didn't give more of the descriptions.
That's why you just go to Wikipedia.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's a reliable source.
That is true. I want to look up who Zhai Jing is.
That's the one I didn't know. It's the only one I didn't know.
Oh, she's a. I guess she's. It looks like she's a created character by NetEase. So.
Let me see. God damn it.
Oh, Locust is pretty badass.
Yeah.
She's like Nightcrawler, but she can teleport anywhere that she's been before. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, what if her ult is just to bring people back from dead? Like if somebody dies recently in front of her, she pops her ult and they just come back to life with half health.
That'd be weird.
Whoa.
I'm pretty excited for some of these. Like others I don't really give a shit about. Like I don't care about Hitmonkey. But it's funny.
No.
Like, I don't give a shit about Pace Pot Pete, but it's funny.
Actually, I kind of want to play him. Be honest with you,
I knew you
because
would.
how bullshit would he be to start?
He's supposed to be a
Uh,
DPS also.
bro, he's just gonna be slowing people down. That's the
Mm-hmm.
best part. His ult probably he throws like a bunch of like traps that'll slow and damage people
Yeah.
down, and then like it just jams people up if they're trying to escape. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, a couple maps have leaked also.
Mm-hmm.
Araco, Krakoa, which I
Nice.
fucking wanted. Thebes, Egypt,
Yep.
the Collector's Theme Park, which means nowhere, which I also fucking wanted.
Well, if they're gonna be doing nowhere, then hopefully Drax comes through eventually.
X
Hopefully,
Mansion, which we both fucking wanted,
yeah, exactly.
and a Hydra themed map.
I'm telling, they already have the Hydra thing there. They should have just did something different instead of. I'm telling you, put them on a hammer, not hammer. Put them on a sword. Put them
Yeah.
in the satellite on sword. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
You know. And Thebes is basically apocalypse. So they're kind of foreshadowing apocalypse might be a big bad.
Wait, there three of the four horsemen of the apocalypse would be in the game.
Yeah.
Wolverine, Storm, and Magic. Well, they're already in the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. You
Yeah. I
got me
mean,
thinking now.
I'm pretty sure like I know they'll probably like the next round of characters, Silver Surfer is gonna show up. Silver Surfer, I'm pretty sure Ant-Man. Um, but I want regular Ant-Man. I don't want like Hank Pym Ant-Man.
Actually, four members of the four horsemen of the apocalypse are there.
Oh, cause Colossus.
Psylocke.
When
So
does Psylocke become a horse?
as Death. Well,
Mm-hmm.
let me see. Wolverine, Psylocke, and Storm were Death.
Mm-hmm.
So that's three of them. Colossus was War.
Right.
Magic was never a member of the Apocalypse? Huh.
She probably
Magic.
got out of trying to be a member of Apocalypse because um she's already she's in not in hell, but she's like in purgatory, right? But she can summon demons.
Um it's weird. Let me get you the actual description of her abilities.
All right.
Ability to teleport. Yeah, she goes through limbo.
Oh yeah, okay, Limbo. Let's see.
But she
Deadpool
can
will be
also
funny.
teleport through time and space.
Yeah, she probably saw the writing on the wall when Apocalypse came through and tried to see if she could figure out a way to
That makes
get
sense because I mean Colossus is our brother,
yeah.
and he
It
was a
just shows
horseman.
you how crazy like mutant abilities are. Colossus has the power of like organic metal body, and then magic is just magic. A big ass sword that can fuck people up.
And can fucking unleash the power and become Darkchild.
Yeah, right.
Wild. So how we feel about that? We hype. We meh. We loving it. Hating it. Because I'm all in.
I okay, so we definitely know who's coming next. It's both Blade and Ultron.
It has to be.
But then like who else would you want next? Because it has to be a support. It
So
has to be a support. We need more supports.
we also need more
No more
tanks,
tanks.
though. You mean no more DPS?
Yeah. No more DPS. No more DPS. We need tanks.
DPS can take a little bit of a break.
Hell yeah, it can.
But I think Blade is going to be a DPS. I don't think he's going to be a tank.
Yeah. That wouldn't make any sense for him to be a tank.
Mr. Fantastic should have been a fucking tank.
I need somebody to explain to me if like the reason why he could be a tank, because his power set isn't tank, it's damage.
His asset is survivability.
Yeah.
He's not dealing as high DPS as other DPS characters.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, he's dealing more DPS than like lower DPS characters like Wolverine.
Yeah.
But his point is absorb damage, use the abilities, get big, get a power.
Yeah, I honestly think they're missing the boat by not having Bishop, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I think Bishop would be really cool where like he could be a tank, because if you think about it like this, his power set affords him to absorb certain types of energy blasts.
Yeah.
Well, you would have like a toggleable ability where he could like take hits and stuff and absorb them into like his blast, and then like you can blast people, blast shit out and stuff like that. Obviously, he has his gun and everything, so.
But we know we're getting the Thing and Human Torch in a month.
Mm-hmm.
And the Thing is for sure a tank, and Human Torch is a DPS.
Bro, it'd be really cool if the Thing was a healer.
Don't even get me started. He just heals by just throwing chunks of himself.
Yeah, right.
Blade will be a DPS, and Ultron will be a support.
Oh shit, bro! What
Emma
if they
Frost
do...
is rumored to be a tank, and Jean Grey is rumored to be a support.
Oh, if she's gonna be a support, then
what if her ult is
then that
a
means
self-res with the Phoenix Force?
She would have the Phoenix Force then. If she's gonna be a support, she would have... Bro.
It pops her ult, and she just comes back to life, just fucking dropping bombs on motherfuckers.
Kind of like on Marvel 3? Yeah. You got those 3 bars, she dies, and she comes back and just starts fucking shit up. Oh, it's 5 bars?
5 bars.
Ah, 5 bars, and then comes back and
I know because I made a Menace team that was meant to just build the 5 bars and then die and then throw Phoenix.
Nice.
I would use Cap and Deadpool. You knew exactly what I was doing at that point.
Mm-hmm. Damn. I love it.
I think after season 2, they're gonna go. Season 3 will be the X-Men one, where we'll get
like a ton of X-Men.
So we'll get Emma Frost. We'll just get Emma Frost and Phoenix.
We gotta get Cyclops.
We might get Cyclops because we're supposed to get a character every 6 weeks, unless they give us in season 2 3 characters. Cyclops will have to come in like a second part of like an X-Men story.
Well, time out. Hold on. So we've got Cyclops, we've got Jean Grey, Professor X, and
Emma Frost. I would
so,
assume they do 2 X-Men seasons.
Yeah.
And we've got 2 X-Men maps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I could foresee them either doing like they'll do Cyclops and Professor X.
That's what
or
I'm thinking.
they'll do
Emma Frost and Jean Grey.
Yeah, or they'll reverse it and do Emma Frost, Jean Grey first, and then Cyclops.
No, that's what I'm thinking is going to happen first.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because those are the 2 roles that need more love than just another DPS.
Yeah, exactly.
We could go a season without getting a DPS.
Hell yeah, we can. Just tune DPSs. That's all we're looking for.
And a lot of people are like, oh my god, there's going to be way too many characters do that. I actually like that. I think that you releasing a ton of characters and balancing stuff like that actually creates a really interesting flowing meta where characters are just going to rotate in and out. Not rotate in and out of the game. That's not what I mean, everybody. I mean, rotate out of being played.
Yeah.
Like right now, we've got 35 characters.
Mm-hmm.
The meta is
already more
just what we know.
Already more than what Overwatch has.
Yeah. In a year, for example, we could get 15 to 18 other characters.
Yeah.
Well, one patch could tune up the Human Torch and Spidey, and then bam, they're right back in there. Or like they could nerf Hela down to the ground and she's out. Well, someone else is stepping in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Bro, that's gonna be
depth,
funny to team up with Spider-Man and Human Torch.
if they have a team up. Oh my god.
Call it frenemies.
But because I know he's gonna have one with Storm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what they could actually do?
What?
Like every other season, like switch the team up schemes.
See, I actually had that idea, like that thought of like, oh, they should like as they make more characters with more team ups, what they should do is like kind of rotate team ups.
Yeah, because everybody has had a chance to team up with everyone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every now and then.
Like one season, maybe Spider-Man and Squirrel Girl have their team up. Maybe a few seasons later, they lose that, and Spider-Man teams up with Iron Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe have the actual Iron Spider like as like an equipable thing that gives Spider-Man a little bit more health.
That'd be
or
interesting
armor,
because Iron Spider right now is part of if you use his ult with the No Way Home skin.
Nice.
Yeah. The Iron Spider arms just come out.
Nice. I like it.
Me too. Jamie,
yes.
We got one other hype thing before we wrap up today.
Okay.
The Nintendo Switch 2 is leaked from CES.
Well, I mean, we still haven't gotten any major...
No official confirmation of anything.
Yeah.
A leaked image shows blue and orange Joy-Cons that are larger than the Switches, which thank God, because those Joy-Cons are tiny.
Yeah. Get something bigger for bigger hands.
The Switch 2 itself is, if the rumors and leaks are true, is much larger.
Good.
And the rumors is that Switch 2 will include DLSS support, ray tracing, and a significant performance boost with backwards compatibility and power comparable to a PS4 Pro.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah. But here's the part that's not great.
Okay.
Rumored, and tell me if you think this is too much. It's rumored to be $400.
$400. That's nothing. That's nothing, bro. How much is a comparable Steam Deck cost?
But no, here's the thing. Well, a Steam Deck runs way higher game. Like I don't think the Steam Deck and Switch are even comparable.
Well, I'm just saying handheld.
No,
like
you're right. You're 100% right.
Yeah.
But Nintendo is a family console. Always has been. Do you think that $400 is too steep of an entry point for like parents and kids to be like, yeah, I'll swing $400 for this?
No, because most of them are going to be sold for Christmas.
True.
And you got plenty of time to save up for it and try to track it down around Christmas time. Especially if they're going to try to release it this year. And they probably were going to do what Nintendo normally does when it comes to their consoles, except for the Wii, or is try to release it like in September. That way you have
Switch
the hype.
Released in March also.
Well, yeah, they're not gonna, they're not gonna try to drop it in March. I mean, March is like
right around the corner,
2.5 months away. You know.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying like the Switch bucked the trend too.
Yeah. So if they, release it in September, cause it's like the worst kept secret. Release it in September, and then you have the end of the third quarter going in. No, I'm sorry.
Q3 going into Q4.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yep. End of Q3 going into Q4, and Q4 is what? The holiday season. So how much do you think they're going to actually make? Nintendo is going to break the fucking bank.
Yeah. Now, it's already confirmed that it's backwards compatible.
which a lot of people are hyped up for too because nobody wants to buy new games.
No. Also, the Switch had so many good games. What they didn't announce is, will Switch games get a performance boost from the Switch 2? I don't know.
I would assume so. That means playing like Breath of the Wild
in
or
60 FPS.
yeah, that's gonna be nuts.
Um,
Bro, I'm pretty sure people will go head over heels for that.
actually, I mean, I meant Tears of the Kingdom, not Breath of the Wild, but same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or Pokemon Legends ZA, like,
Oh
because we
yeah,
know that's a Switch title.
yeah. That game, like they've already been confirming rumors, like Mario Kart 9 coming out.
But here's the thing:
Mm-hmm.
does that move Metroid Prime 4 to a Switch 2 game?
I mean, why wouldn't it be?
No. I'm just asking for the conversation. I would assume
Oh,
it
okay.
does.
Yeah, I mean, I would 10 out of 10. That's the reason why they've been kind of pushing it because
Do you
I
think it's a
think
launch title though? Like, because I don't think that's a system seller. Like,
no, I think it would come out in the launch window though.
yeah, because I think Nintendo, and I mean, I know I'm gonna get flamed for saying Metroid's not a system seller, but don't come at me, you hardcore Metroid fans. You know I'm right.
Metroid isn't a console seller, and let me tell you
Well,
why.
no, that's what
It's
I was
not
saying.
Mario. It's
Well,
not
no,
Mario.
that's exactly what I was saying. Like,
Yeah,
Metroid's not a console seller, and I'm right, even though Metroid fans are diehard about it.
yeah.
And I
Well, they need
respect
to
you for it. Don't get me wrong. I understand hyped fandom more than anybody. It's just
face
not a console
fucking
seller.
facts. Yeah,
There are
exactly.
there are 3 console sellers. Actually, sorry, 4 console sellers for Nintendo.
Smash, Mario,
Not
Mario
I would
Kart.
I wasn't even including Smash, honestly.
Oh, okay. All right.
Smash is up there,
Mm-hmm.
but I think there are, I would say, 4 more important ones:
Okay.
Mario Kart,
Mario Kart, of course.
Mario,
Mario, regular Mario,
Pokemon,
Pokemon,
Zelda.
Zelda. I also would add an addendum to that and put Animal Crossing.
And I would not have put Zelda on there
Mm-hmm.
if Breath of the Wild didn't prove the world wrong.
True. Yeah. Bro, like it's so wild that
For the for the
they made Breath
longest
of the
time,
Wild.
it was 1-to-1 sales.
Yeah. Damn, that's nuts.
1-to-fucking-1.
Bonkers.
Think
But,
about that. For
but my thing
every Switch sold, there was a copy of Breath of the Wild out there.
wild.
Outperformed Mario Kart 8 for a long time.
Yeah. I think a lot of people weren't so keen to add an additional service.
Mm-hmm.
Online service and
Well,
stuff.
if you remember when Mario Kart 8 dropped, you didn't need the online service because it wasn't available. You could play
Oh,
online for free.
that's right. Yeah, you're right.
Because the online service didn't happen until September of that year.
Mm-hmm.
Or was it October? One of the two.
Yeah,
But what were you saying? I didn't mean to cut you off.
I don't know. I was saying something.
I was talking about
No,
Breath of
but
the Wild, Zelda being console seller, and you were saying I will say. Then I accidentally cut you off.
fuck. I don't know. I'm
Okay.
gonna be honest with you. But no, I will say if we're gonna, I would put, and I know this is a long shot because you don't want to muddle the mixture too much, but I would also add an F-Zero in there if you wanted to have a launch windowed game because F-Zero won't sell consoles, but it will get enough people to buy a console to play F-Zero.
Let me tell you this. My Switch 2 would match the color of my Switch OLED.
Jesus.
Look up the color of the Switch OLED, everybody.
Terrible. But yeah, like that's
You
like
love me though.
see, it's Nintendo is suffering from the same issue that Capcom is suffering from. They have a lot of IPs,
And
they
don't use
just
them.
don't want to use them. Because people have been clamoring for an F Zero, and yes, there's F Zeros that you have in the arcade, which is fine, but that's in the arcade. I don't want to play F Zero in the arcade. I want to play it at home. And then they have the F Zero, like, what is it, the knockout game where you it's 99 players and then you just race
Yes.
around the track.
Yes.
I can't remember the name of it. But
I can't remember the name either.
It's like Tetris 99 but for F-Zero.
Yeah. So you know what I actually think? I think
What?
Nintendo is very aware of the franchises that they have that they're not using, but they're almost exploiting nostalgia and
Mhm.
how eager everyone is to play those franchises with their virtual console.
Yeah, but people want new stuff. They don't want to
People
always
do
have to
want new stuff, but they're going to play that old shit because we ain't got new stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's the only way to play what they enjoyed.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I think with the Switch 2, one big thing that is a must is a GameCube Virtual Console.
Oh yeah,
I think
yeah.
it is necessary.
Yeah, I think if they're gonna do something like that, they'll throw it under the expansion pack, which
Which is fine. I'll pay
it's
$80
fine.
a year for that.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, but you get like that means then you'll be able to play like Metroid Prime 1.
N64 and fucking GameCube games also? Shit.
Yeah,
Take my money at that point. Let me
exactly.
play Pokemon Coliseum.
Yeah, Pokemon Coliseum, Pokemon
XD,
GX, or not GX, XD.
Twilight Princess,
Yeah, Twilight Princess would go nuts.
Star Fox Adventures,
Yeah.
Soul Calibur 2 with Link on it.
Well, I wouldn't hold my breath on that one.
It's the only hope Soul Calibur has of ever existing because fucking Bandai forgets it exists.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like Bat and Katos, you could do that.
Yeah.
Tales of Symphonia, like an actual version of Tales of Symphonia that doesn't suck.
Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles.
Yeah. I've been wondering didn't they say there was going to be a Crystal Chronicles coming out on the Switch specifically?
I think it was a remaster.
Yeah, did it come out or did it not come out?
I don't know. I'm gonna look this up.
Yeah, because I kept hearing something and I'm like, oh shit. Well, if that comes out, it'll give me more than enough reason to actually pick that game up and play it with friends.
Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. It currently does not have a Switch version.
Hmm.
And the last one was in 2010.
Hmm.
Let me see. Google. Final Fantasy Black video game.
Hmm. Yeah,
That's
everybody's
a reference to last week, everybody. If you missed me saying Xbox Black video game last week, go check that out.
Yeah, and I called it Song of the South.
And that it took Jamie a hot minute to figure out what I had said.
Yeah, I don't know. Like even IGN has a bunch of
Yeah,
like
it's a thing.
speculation and stuff.
Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition on the Switch.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Enlist comrades with online multiplayer mode up to 4 players. Huh. It's $30.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
Dog, it released August of 2020.
Oh. Hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Huh. All right. Well, there you go, I guess.
See, it's a remaster.
Yeah, I need to just make a whole new one.
Yeah. They need to do a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
But Jamie, we've been going on for over an hour and a half. It's pretty late.
Yeah.
And I'm going to
gotta
play Marvel Rivals.
Huh?
I said,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. because I'm gonna play Marvel Rivals until irresponsibly late in the morning.
Yeah, well, I need to irresponsibly get my ass to bed because I got to get up early. Well,
There's nothing irresponsible about that.
I don't have to get up early, but I do have my physicals early in the morning. So I'm gonna go to work and work for a little bit, and then go to do my physical, and then come back. I think I might try to see if I can get my blood work done after my physical.
So I need you to remember the
hmm
episode of Family Guy where Peter gets a physical and it gets all black and white and scary
hmm
because he got the prostate exam.
Oh, I'm not like Peter, and even though
Gross.
that is a very funny episode.
Gross. That's all
What?
you had to say. Gross.
What do you mean?
Think about what you just said and what I just
No,
said.
I know that, but I wasn't
The
trying
implication.
to be. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed on that note. Shit.
That's it for this episode, everybody.
What an asshole. God's sakes.
I can't even finish the intro, so fuck it. You know where to find us. There's the link
Yeah.
tree. That's
Check
it.
the links in the fucking description, you kids. Like, comment, subscribe.
All that shit. Bye.
Yeah. All right, in the meantime and in between time, we'll see you next time. Dickhead.